Today in the Boot Guide, we're looking at the classic loaded green Kangaroo boot from Wood and Stream. Now, when you think about classic hunting boots, a lot of guys think of logger boots, but in my opinion, being from the Midwest, this is what I remember my grandfather wearing. This is the type of boot he wore out on his Saturday morning hikes through the woods. Now, Wood and Streams have built this boot out of kangaroo leather, and the reason being, it's stronger, it's lighter. Kangaroo leather has got some of the most amazing statistics when you really stop and think about it as a weight and tensile strength ratio to what cowhide can provide. Now, this Loden Green boot, well, it's water resistant. Now, that's not waterproof, it's water resistant. It is seam sealed and taped everywhere. And due to the molding process of the upper to the sole, which is a direct attach molding process. Now, if I've never explained direct attach before, it's because it's kind of a complicated process. It's where you actually build the upper of the boot, you put it into a mold, and it directly attaches the sole of the boot to the upper through injection molding. Now, this offers you a lot of different variations because you can add different types of urethane throughout the sole, like Woods and Streams did here. In the center here, you'll find something that's really soft and comfortable and is going to absorb a lot of impact. But out on the surface, though it is still a soft urethane, it's a high abrasion resistant type urethane. On the tip of the boot, you're going to find this beautiful little bump guard that's just going to keep the boot lasting a little bit longer. Since it is connected into the sole section there, you don't end up destroying the tip of the boot prematurely. It's not like having a big rubber toe guard. It's just a little extra touch that you find on a lot of classic boots like this. Now, in keeping this in the classic style, using the Loden Green color, and the mock toe stitch, which is the fold over mock toe stitch. It's not the two pieces drawn together. They actually add a third piece in there, which really improves the water repellency of the boot. They kept it classic with the hardware also, using a simple eyelet, some plain D-rings, and just these simple pressed out old-fashioned speed laces, which makes this boot not only look the part of a beautiful heritage type boot, but it also feels like a modern boot. So when you put a pair of these on, you get that classic look, that classic feel, but at the same time, you got all these modern ways of building a boot, which are gonna make this thing feel much better if you're using it for work or if you're using it for some upland bird hunting. Now, I kind of left off one of the most important parts about this boot. It's American made. Yeah, this is an American-made boot. I know it's not common for us to see boots like this that are made in this country, but Woods and Streams, they still make a percentage of their boots here, and their nicer, higher-end boots, like the Kangaroo, still made here. Now, inside, they lined this beautiful boot with a very soft glove leather. The leather on the inside is just as soft on the leather on the outside, but this is the type of leather as you start to sweat and perspire throughout the day, whether you're in the field hunting or in the field working, that the boot just feels more comfortable. It's not like putting on a boot that has nylon and plastic inside. When you put leather next to your skin, you just feel better on a long day. Now, the insole that they send along is the classic USA Ultimate Shock Absorbing Insole. I've spoken about these in other reviews. These are excellent insoles. You'll find this insole in a lot of different manufacturers' boots because it is a really good insole and because it is made in the USA. So it's a domestic insole. It's a dual density urethane. It's got a really nice arch. And this insole fit inside this boot with that hard classic footboard. Now, you got to remember, this is a heritage type boot. It still has a lot of the characteristics that you only find in vintage type boots. This one has all that going on, from the leather, the hardware, the laces, right down to the hard footboard inside there. Now, size and fit on this thing, well, they make it in mediums and wides from 8 to 14. And something you got to understand about all the Kangaroo boots, every boot that's made out of kangaroo skin, is that it's going to be exceptionally light. Now when you put the Kangaroo boot next to other upland hunting boots, say boots that are made out of cowhide, say boots that are made out of the nylon and all the new fancy materials, the one thing that you're going to notice about this boot being a purely leather boot with a direct attach sole is that it's so light. Most of the time, boots that have this much leather into them, and it's leather on the outside, leather on the inside, are exceptionally heavy because you're trying to get the best, cleanest chunks of cowhide, which are usually going to be the thicker pieces. But when you use Kangaroo leather, you can create an exceptionally lightweight hunting boot. So that's it. That's the Wooden Streams classic Kangaroo hunting boot. Hey, if you've ever worn the Kangaroo by Woods and Streams, or if you're currently wearing it, please comment below. If you can add anything to the strength of Kangaroo leather or just the way it feels and shapes to your foot, please comment below. Hey, if you want to know more about the Kangaroo from Woods and Streams, or if you want to know more of the statistics about the strength of Kangaroo leather, please swing by thebootguy.com. There I'll have a whole write-up on the leather, about the boot, and I'll have some really good detailed photos of this boot. Hey, please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And if you should have any questions about Wooden Stream boots or about work boots in general, feel free to shoot me over an email. Alright, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.